Welcome back, child.
Siri! My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her? We'll stop them.
How do you even know the Hunt'll show?
They always know where I teleport to, and they move from place to place in an instant.
Where is he?
Now fly!
What's on your mind?
Kaer Morhen. Can't imagine this place without Vesemir.
I'll remember your teachings always. And the sacrifice you made.
Who taught you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
You never should have meddled, Butcher!
A witch's sword. Swallow. Ooh, beautiful. May I?
Not here. You'll have ample opportunity soon enough, Witcher.
Let's try it out then.
Listen to me. Once it's over, if we survive, I wish to leave, go far away, and I'd like you to come with me.
Where?
Wherever. To Povis, beyond the Dragon Mountains, Zerrikania even. As far as possible from politics, plots, and so-called high society. We shall leave together, go where we please, do whatever strikes our fancy. So, coming with?
go anywhere with you.
The answer I was hoping for.
For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May the symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion?
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do. Actually, I'd love to go home.
Dry as a stock.
A man who dare not down something.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, They did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Unexpected as ever. And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Huh. Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
Might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay?
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Here, kitty, kitty. Head to the pheasantry. They'll put some meat on your bones.
The beast was, the beast is no more.
Sir Milton de Pere.
Oh, you're messing everything up. Stop it all.
I've still to scrub the horseshoes, then drop the warhammer at the smith's, and the caparison at the tires.
Sir Geralt of Rivia, the tourney's victor.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Geralt, his crest the bridge, master of the melee. Welcome, welcome.
What have you got there? So long.
Well. Heard you waged war against the vampires. Chapeau bas, Witcher.
I never knew vampire exterminations could be so hard. I've worked up quite the appetite.
You are Sir Geralt of Rivia. Bridge your crest. The tourney's victor. This is a great honor.
Let's see what you got in stock. So long.
Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Well, the Witcher bested all our knights at the tourney. Sized stones, eh?
Here, kitty, kitty.
What's that smell?
You look good. Calm. Don't just stand there. I want a hug.
What did you bring?
A Garkin from Angren. I slew it. All by my lonesome.
That why you left Carrera so suddenly? Had no idea where you'd gone. Your note was puzzling. Don't try to find me. Threw me for a loop.
That was silly. It's just that I felt stifled in your shadow. I'd have suffocated had I stayed. So when I read that notice, the contract, when I saw Angren, I knew I had to do it. Alone. Without my nanny.
I'm not your nanny. I believe in you. Like my new house?
You fixed it up nicely.
Thanks. Got the house from the Duchess as a down payment for killing the beast. Come outside. I'll show you the grounds.
Ah, it's lovely here. I could stay forever.
What's stopping you?
Actually, not a thing. I slew a Garkin, collected my bounty. I believe I'm owed some respite.
Indeed you do, mademoiselle, as my major domo would say.
You've a butler?
A steward. Name's Barnabas Basil. BB for short, though I don't know if he likes it. He's the one let you in. I'll ask him to bring in some fruit, a beverage. You can spend the rest of the day lying about.
Ah, nothing would make me happier.
Angrin, how'd it go? Garcanes can be pretty tough opponents.
That's why I had to lure this one to a place both spacious and empty, where it would have nowhere to hide. I found an abandoned crypt far from any town or village.
Good choice. Always best to avoid additional casualties, so your foe had nowhere to hide. But the bastard was still damn quick, I bet.
Not as quick as I am. My greater worry was its strength. I was far outclassed there. But a dose of black blood did the trick. We fought a while, I feigned a mistimed dodge and let it drink. The rest was easy.
Encountered the most charming aspect of being a Witcher yet?
Which aspect is that?
The hatred, disgust, that strange blend of admiration, fear, and contempt.
They set their hounds on me in one village. In another, they forbade me from taking a drink from their well. Other than that, it's been all right. No one's tried to cheat me out of my reward so far.
I'd hoped they'd treat a woman differently.
Geralt, when they treat a woman differently in this world, it hardly ever means better. Quite the opposite.
Being a Witcher anything like you imagined?
Geralt, I didn't have to imagine anything. Remember, before we parted, we walked a good stretch of the path together.
Journeyman and master, though, not the same thing.
I'm still a long way from mastering anything, but I am trying. Anyway, I did learn from the best.
Just passed on what worked for me. Or at least tried to.
I was thinking of Eskel and Lambert.
So, no regrets? Choice you made?
Not at all. I'm doing what I ever wanted to do. Being who I wanted to be. I believe that's one definition of happiness.
See you later, Ciri.
Take care of yourself.
I've worked up to my chin and I've caught some rot.
Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Row.
You smell that? Those are the vapors of Tucson.
Never ever trust a woman, remember that?
It's thin scrapings around here. At least the weather's pleasant.
Do you like it here?
I'm watching your flinty hide. Oh, that's bad luck.
Oh.
Lepute has ruptured veins. That tramp is the famed witcher.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains. Welcome to the capital of Toussaint. Greetings, Witcher. Remember, you are in Beauclair, an orderly city.
Yes, Geralt?
Wanted to talk. That is, if it's no bother, Your Grace.
Why ever would it be? I'm listening. What is it?
Don't mean to pry, Your Grace, but curious how you met Dandelion. Mind telling me about it? So long as it's not a sensitive subject, that is.
Oh, ancient history. My father announced a grand tourney. Julian was invited. He was to compose a song about a valorous struggle in the arena. What he wrote was the most beautiful love ballad I had ever heard. Papa was furious. Refused to pay him.
Ballad. About you?
Not overtly. I was married to Raymond at the time, after all.
I get it. This tourney, quite a dose of pomp and circumstance.
We cherish this tradition. My great-grandmama Adela Marta elevated it to its current status. For the longest time, she could not decide whom to wed. Meanwhile, her suitors, and there were swarms, often dueled one another. In their contests, Ademarta saw an altogether comfortable way of picking the prime apple from the bushel of potential husbands, determining who had what she valued most in men: strength, valor, and cunning. Thus, she commanded them to take part in tourneys, though in the end she chose none of them, and wed instead the youngest son of Nilfgaard's reigning emperor, whom she met on a journey south.
But Beauclair's inhabitants had begun to enjoy the night's sparring.
Very much so. And not only they. The year after, knights from far and wide gathered to face one another for sport and glory. And so it has remained. Though the price has changed. The Duchess's hand and half the duchy are no longer in the offing. Still, Beauclair's tourneys are famed the world over. Of that we are rather proud.
Can't help but wonder how Toussaint manages to stay out of every war. Nilfgaard's next door, yet it never comes to so much as a minor border skirmish, not to mention a full-fledged invasion.
Our knights guard our borders. And my cousin, Emperor Mir Far Emrys, assured me Toussaint would remain neutral, and has kept his promise. I have oft tried to prevail upon him in no uncertain terms, to tame his belligerence once and for all. Sadly, he has not heeded my pleas. To the world's great sorrow, I fear.
Sorrow indeed, Your Grace. Thanks for sparing the time, Your Grace.
Duty calls.
You got it.
I understand. Understand and approve.
The North must be a terribly barbaric land.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
He's no hero. That's the butcher of Blaviken.
Were the good prophet Lebioda lively and spry, from me he would everything buy. Greetings and welcome, sir. Toussaint is home to the best wines in the world, and I've the best wines in Toussaint.
Show me what you got. See if something catches my eye. Time flies. Gotta go. See ya.
My prices are the best this side of the Yaruga.
I'll be. There was a time the knights would simply drive off that sort of crap.
You must loosen up, else you'll pop a cork. Now I shall sing you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Perhaps you could free me from my lumpy.
Geralt, here at last.
Dandelion? What the hell are you doing here?
I'm not here. I'm a figment of your imagination, because you really want me to be here. Brought you a housewarming gift. It's also an illusion. How do you like it?
You shouldn't have. Really, not everyone likes seeing you first thing in the morning.
Come on, don't be dramatic. This is the guest room. If you ask me, it belongs here. Fits this space like a warm glove. Now for some serious business. If anyone asks, I'm not here. Last time I was in Beauclair, admittedly enjoying myself, my Honorrietta, that is, the Duchess, got a bit carried away and banished me on pain of death. Wouldn't want to ruffle her feathers again.
Wise. Especially since she's been through quite a bit recently.
I've heard some rumors, but I'd love a first-hand account. Does it have the makings of a ballad? Well, going to show me around? Tell me the story?
Of course. Let's go. Luckily, Sienna made up with Honorrietta. Seems to have abandoned her plans. She's locked up now, awaiting sentencing, really. Most think the Duchess will forgive her. Might take some time, but...
What? A story? Seems I missed quite a lot. Shame I didn't ride here with you. Though, truth be told, had my hands full back home as well.
What's new, old friend?
Everything's fine. Great. Thanks to you, I'm with a woman I'm entirely devoted to. Surrendered my heart to.
Didn't have all that much to do with that.
If you hadn't been there, Priscilla would have died a cruel death. And right about now, I'd be drowning my sorrows in some dive with piss-stained walls.
Hope she's better.
She had the best medics around. Wounds have all healed. She's confident, outgoing. She's got places to go and folk to see. And in the alcove. I mean, can you imagine
Dandelion, I can't imagine, and I won't.
All right, but your loss.
How's business? You and Zoltan still have your tavern? Or has he embarked on some new venture?
You know him. We'll share a jug of mead and he'll go on about some new plan he's got. Nothing ever comes of it. So, we're still there. Recently, we discovered Novigrad's largest wine importer was a lying cheat, watering down his wines, but so clever, you'd never taste the difference.
So how'd you figure out he was up to something?
This one day I was feeling down in the muck. Decided to lift my spirits by, well, getting a little drunk. Actually, replace a little with really. So I knocked back a bottle, nothing. Then another. Maybe a slight buzz.
Might not be a lightweight anymore. Could be those years of training have finally paid off.
come on. It took me 5 bottles to start seeing double. I thought, might just be a weird day. So I tried the same thing the next morning. Exact same result. I told Zoltan. He tried it and confirmed my findings. So we decided to ask the importer some tough questions. The man cracked. I threatened to tell everyone about his trickery unless he gave me a discount.
Plan to stay long?
Don't know yet, but might stay a little while. I've always loved Beauclair. The place is made for poets.
What'll you do here?
City's full of knights errant, and they all want ballads immortalizing their deeds. Get this. I've already been approached by a knight who spent years battling the weather. Says he's got a real bone to pick with gusty storms.
Battles the weather? How's that work?
Dunno. Promised to show me when the time was right. There's another who's vowed to move a mountain that's blocking his ailing mother's view of the sunset. So he's moving it, 1 stone at a time. Sole worry is that his mama won't live to see him finish.
You're right. Prime ballad material there. Glad you came. We'll have some good talks. See you later, Dandelion.
See you, Witcher.